Hi friends, this is Amy Lee, the Productive Mama, and let's talk about life skills and raising adults and raising future roommates and future spouses. It's a journey and every journey is different. So 3 years ago, as part of my journey, 3 years ago this month actually, two of my kids and I were in a pretty bad crash. There were fatalities, there were really serious injuries, and in a lot of ways we were really, really lucky. But this painful disruption to our lives reminded me of something my mother-in-law used to tell me. When her boys were young, she had a surprising cancer diagnosis. She was not sure how long she would live. In fact, she didn't think she would live. So she made it her goal to help her kids learn to manage if the worst came to pass. Oh, here's my cat. And so I'm grateful she ended up having many, many more years ahead of her. And I'm grateful that I have a husband that can do all the things. There is no learned helplessness when it comes to cooking or doing laundry. In fact, he probably does more of the cleaning than I do. And I know nobody wants to talk about these worst case scenarios, but they do exist. You all know somebody who has endured them, if not you. Illness, injury, widowhood, job changes, and even financial hardship can drastically impact families. And I don't want to get too down about that because these are extreme and hopefully hypothetical examples of why making sure your kids have life skills is so important. God willing, your kids grow up fairly normally into adults and adults that have life skills. Remember, you are raising adults. So think of these teens and some young adults that you know, or maybe older adults that you know, that can't do laundry, manage a budget, grocery shop, budget their time even, get places on time, manage their credit, or even, I hate to say it, make a polite phone call. These skills cannot be taken for granted. And kids are actually often more capable than we give them credit for, so you can start pretty young. And back to my journey. So when I couldn't do it myself, my community stepped in to help feed my family. But as we healed, my kids could take on more and more because they had kitchen skills and lots of experience with chores. And those are great starts. But now I'm going to take things up a few notches because my kids are launching into the world. Our kids are often so busy with school and extracurriculars that many of them, they don't get to practice real cooking skills, not just that Christmas baking, or we can't find the time to sit down with them and teach them about budgeting or reconciling a checkbook, if anybody even uses checks other than me anymore. But still, people need to know how to track and reconcile their money. Or what about interview skills? Your kids are, going to be thinking about next steps. So those college interviews, scholarship interviews, and job interviews are very important. Or how about even just being able to self-regulate their screen time? I know a lot of families are really struggling with that right now. No matter how hard I try, I always end up with holes in my kids' life skills education. But with Life Skills Now Summer Camp, I can make sure those holes are filled. There are tracks for finances, home management, general independence, personal care, self-advocacy, things like that, entrepreneurship, and making decisions about the near future. And there are workshops for all ages and for parents as well. So I really encourage you to check out this free summer camp. Yes, it is absolutely free. It's designed to give kids a short lesson and then get them engaging with the material offline and putting their new skills into practice so they're solidified. So set June 13th through 17th aside for this amazing event. By signing up now, you get immediate early access to 3 of the sessions, and 2 of them were on my must-see list. So you can get started right away and get motivated and see what camp is going to be like. If you're unavailable that week, don't worry, you can still participate, but go check out all of those sessions to see which ones you just have to take. For us, I'm really focused on the finances this year and getting some of those skills in place. And we're all at different places, right, with our kids and their ages and stages. And Life Skills Now Summer Camp has something for all of those, as well as the ones you'll need in future years to come. So go check it out now. You will never regret investing your time into your kids' life skills.